I actually have a broad range. When I play in a big room like Zouk or like a foreign club like Pasha in Ibiza, I would probably be playing a more deep, chunky kind of deep house and some tech house and a little bit of techno, funky techno. Yeah, but at the same time, I have a love for new disco, indie dance, and a bit of electro pop stuff. So when I can find time to play gigs like that, I try to do that too. For quite a few years, I probably did that for maybe almost 5 years. It's a broad range of pop music from mostly 80s, a little bit of 90s, a little bit of 70s, and maybe sometimes we throw in a bit of rock and roll from the 50s.
And top 40.
Yeah. I would say it all started with breakdancing. In 83, 84, there were two seminal movies that came to our shores. One was Breakdance, and the other one was Beat Street. And then every time you're watching, the crew doing their stuff, there's always the DJ at the back, dropping the beats, the breaks for the DJs, the breakdancers to do their stuff. And that kind of, caught my attention, and then I started buying vinyl. Even before my mom could get me a turntable. So I had like a couple of vinyls sitting at home, and every day I'm just like looking at the sleeve, wondering what they sound like. Soon after that, my brother, who was 3 years my senior, he started a mobile disco with a couple of friends, like 4 girls and another guy. They just like put in $200 each. And then they started trying to do parties, It started really, really raw. So it's like that guy has to bring one turntable from his home. We bring another turntable from our home, and then we buy a cheap, Taiwanese made mixer. And then we just, DIY'd all our disco lightings and then brought our own home speakers for the first few parties. And after the money made from the gigs, we started expanding on the equipment. Luckily, my house, my mom's my parents' 3-room HDB flat became our store for the mobile disco. So all the equipment was there. So every day when I get up, everything is there. With the money we made, we start buying more vinyl, more music, and the setup was there for me. And I actually bought these long play records. It's probably this disco, new energy, high energy, I think they call it at that time. So it was all pre-mixed, like 4 tracks on one side. Okay. So what I did was buy the 4 different singles on this record, and then listen to this mix, and then I used the 4 individual tracks to try to emulate it until I get it right. And that's how I taught myself. At that time, all the functions, every time you drop a familiar track like Shannon, Let the Music Play or something like that, Rocket, Herbie Hancock, then you see all the boys, everyone start doing their move, and then you'd be like, yeah, playing for them. I actually can't remember much about it. It's probably in one of those function ballrooms in like Island Country Club or something like that. Okay. Yeah.